Welcome to Juicing for Fat Loss.
We are here to help you build the body you love and love the body you live in with whole foods and juices.
My name's Artemis Kassane.
And I'm Crystal Kassane. And today we are talking about our heavy metals making you crazy.
So this hangout is going to teach you how to remove toxic heavy metals, lose weight, build the body you love, and get clear. Now, over the past 8 years, Crystal and I have served over 8,000 people in juicing, cleansing, detoxification. We have experienced a broad range of tools and technologies for cleansing heavy metals. And so today you're going to get the best of our information to help you remove toxic heavy metals with ease, and also teach you what to do before you do any heavy metal cleansing, and then how to do it most effectively. So you're getting some of our best material on this particular subject, and it's the culmination of 10 years of research, working in multiple clinics around the country, as well as doing a lot of cleanses ourselves. But Crystal and I, everything we teach in Juicing for Fat Loss, we've done personally times 3.
We've gone the guinea pig route for you.
Yes. So we've tested a lot of this stuff. It works. It works really well. We're going to share with you stories today. A lot of the tools, like the living clay we have, that we're going to share with you today, we've used that ourselves, and it's been wonderful experience removing some of the heavy metals from our life. And
we've got all kinds of people flooding in on the event page. This is awesome.
Yeah.
So I just want to let everyone know, if you already have the Juicing for Fat Loss program, what we're sharing with you today will really help enhance the information in your Juicing for Fat Loss program. You'll be able to really just add this to what you learn in the program and, specify it, your cleanse even more for you. If you don't have the Juicing for Fat Loss program,
we invite you to go to juicethisup.com and get our free report on how to avoid the top 7 juicing mistakes while you learn to juice like a pro.
Juicethisup.com. You like that? I put it above me today so I can just point. And he can put his hand in my face.
Yeah. So anyway, Juice This Up. And in the report, we talk about a lot of the common mistakes even the pros are making out there, like using a low-speed juicer, making a gallon of juice, maximizing your juice shelf life, using glass jars, and how to store your juice properly. So there's lots of good information in our report to get you juicing. The reason we love juicing and why we created Juicing for Fat Loss for all you guys and gals out there is that juicing hydrates, replenishes, and mineralizes your blood and lymphatic system. As you're drinking juice, you're getting living water, oxygen, hydrogen, minerals, and chlorophyll, which is all a powerful foundation for more advanced detox, like heavy metal cleansing. So if you're new to all this information about heavy metals, we recommend you start with Juicing for Fat Loss, get into the 14 days of prep, just add juice for a little while, and then this information will enhance the cleanse phase, maybe the second or third time you do a juice program.
Now, before we dive too deep into cleansing and all the specifics of what we're talking about today, it's time for us to share with you our medical disclaimer.
Stand by. The information in this presentation is not intended to replace a one-on-one relationship with your qualified healthcare professional and is not intended as medical advice.
This presentation is for sharing knowledge and information from the research and experience of Artemis and Crystal Kassane, juicingforfatloss.tv, and the experts who have contributed to our programs.
We encourage you to make your own healthcare decisions based upon your research and in partnership with your qualified healthcare professional. Thank you for empowering your own health and well-being. So the mission and purpose of these hangouts and all of our programs we bring to you is to inspire, educate, empower you to build the body you love through whole foods and juices. And this journey is a step-by-step process. And if a lot of you are experienced veterans when it comes to nutrition and juicing, you are going to learn some new things today, because Chris and I have worked with some of the finest doctors and continue to mentor under Gabriel Cousins and Dr. Bob Marshall and Brian Clement. And we love this information. We live this information, and we're here to share with you the gems and the pearls of what we've learned today about heavy metal cleansing. And there are a lot of signs of heavy metal cleansing. And before I get into the signs...
Before you get into that, there's something I'm really excited to say. Okay. Shh. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So Artemis and I finally figured out how we work best together. We work best together when we can both talk at the same time.
Yes.
Now, That doesn't literally translate well on a hangout.
Celia's cracking up.
Yeah, this film strip is fun. So here's how we discovered we can do this.
I'm totally blushing.
You're so red.
I'm totally blushing. Yeah, so we work best when we can both talk, but it doesn't work in the
see, we're trying to do it now.
It doesn't work.
So here's how we do this. Artemis gives you all this amazing information, and then I watch the event page and the chat inside the Hangout, and I engage with you. I share your questions with Artemis. He answers them for you. So please communicate with us via the event page or the chat during the Hangout, and I'll make sure your questions get answered. Plus, it gives me something I love doing. So
Crystal loves to engage. So just type in your questions on the event wall beneath this video, or in the chat if you're inside the Hangout, and we'll get to your questions in divine perfect order. We have a lot of information to share with you today. If you are a note taker, go ahead and get pen and paper out. Write some of this stuff down, because we're giving you very clear step-by-step instructions when we get to the solutions section of the Hangout, and giving you solutions for heavy metal cleansing and getting clear.
Okay, hang on. I can tell you're about to change the subject. Hang on. All right. So now I just want to let everyone know. Dang it, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, okay. Anyway, go ahead and engage, but there's already some really good engagement happening. I mean, inside the Hangout, that's what I wanted to say. Inside the Hangout, we have about 4 people, which means we have somewhere around 5 spots left. So I'm going to repost the link to be in the Hangout live on the event page in just a minute after I stop talking. And then you can come join us live. You'll just mute yourself during the discussion. When it's time for you to ask a question, you can unmute yourself and talk. Inside the event page, something really cool is happening right now. We have this whole conversation about coffee happening. So there's some people, Sam Parks, Lynn Johnson, Celia McDuffie, people who have been cleansing. Sam's actually done the Juicing for Fat Loss program. Not sure if Celia and Lynn have done it yet, but they are definitely on the cleansing train. So they're all saying comments like, oh, Lynn said yes. Awesome. So they're all saying comments like, yeah, I don't drink coffee, but I can go hours on juice and not feel hungry or tired. Sam said that he's replaced his coffee with juice. So make sure you get inside. It's fun.
Awesome. So what are the signs and symptoms of heavy metal toxicity? And so we're going to talk about the signs and symptoms, and we're going to talk about the common causes of heavy metals and how they come into our bodies and create toxicity, and then we're going to give you the solutions. So signs and symptoms, one of the most common ones people will is fog that just doesn't clear up. No matter how many stimulants or tools you're throwing at it, if you feel a lot of confusion in your life, if you have problems feeling your feeling, if you feel numb to your feelings, if you feel a lot, and if you have depression, these are the... Now you're probably thinking to yourself, wait a minute.
Doesn't everybody have that?
Because
isn't everybody confused and tired and lethargic?
Yeah, and this is the big deal about toxicity. Is chronic headaches and migraines because of the way they weaken the liver and the gallbladder. So when we get really polluted with heavy metals, it can cause an inverse of gallbladder qi, and headaches and migraines can be a cause of heavy metals. In addition to that, mood swings, depression and anxiety, because what we eat and drink affects how we think and feel. So if you have lots of and they're causing a depression and exuberant and enthusiastic life. In myself, through my own personal cleansing of heavy metals, as well as in others, that when they go through the cleanses, they just get that zest for life again. They get that vibrancy again, and that's one of the great benefits of doing a couple of heavy metal cleanses, is that it really does increase that expression. Depression becomes expression, and being able to express yourself and have that zest for life.
A heavy metal cleanse is really nice. It's like all of a sudden you have this level of clarity and enthusiasm again for life. You have energy. It's like you've come up above the clouds and you can see a whole new just landscape in front of you. It's very cool.
Another common sign.
Not always easy, but very good in the end.
Another common sign and symptom of heavy metal toxicity is chronic infection, candida and fungal infections that just won't clear up because heavy metals are one of mercury is the second most toxic substance known to and a lot of our food products. Heavy metals system, and so cleansing heavy metals helps you clear up all the other infections that you may be challenged with. So a lot of people who have chronic infection, candidiasis and fungal infections, and they're not able to address it with the normal protocols, doing a heavy metal cleanse makes the immune system stronger so that we can start rebuilding and strengthening our inner ecology and our immune system. Finally, skin rashes, psoriasis, and eczema. A lot of people who have chronic skin problems have heavy metals because our skin is our largest organ of elimination, and our body is designed those heavy metals. Your third kidney. Your skin supports the kidneys in buffering strong acids. So a lot of chronic confusion, brain fog, dizziness, the problems healing infection, headaches, migraines, and skin problems. And you may be thinking, there's a lot of people I know with these issues, and it may be rooted in heavy metals. So let's shift to common causes of heavy metal toxicity. So Crystal's going to pull up an overlay, and she's just going to like disappear for a little bit.
Yeah.
She's going to turn opaque.
Once in a while.
So Crystal's going to pull up an overlay and transparent. And we're going to talk about the common causes of heavy metals in our culture. And so common causes of heavy metal toxicity are vaccinations, amalgam fillings, smoking and inhaling secondhand smoke, personal body care products, drinking tap water and bathing in tap water, soft drinks, pharmaceuticals, and one thing we left out is metal cookware, frying and cooking and sautéing and boiling in metal pans. So when we're, there she is. Don't do that. Okay. So if you're, we recommend you replace all your cookware with enamel, which is very affordable now. You can go buy enamel pots online, which is a ceramic cookware. Also, Cephalon has produced a whole line of ceramic saucepans and pans to saute your food in. Or you can use glass, but glass gets really challenging to clean. So use enamel as the best replacement for your metal cookware. Your metal cookware is stainless steel cookware is releaching toxic chromium and nickel because that's what's used to make the steel stainless. And so avoid all metal cookware. We had a question about cast iron. Cast iron is an exception, although men have a tendency to accumulate toxic iron greater than women. And so for women, cast iron does release trace amounts of iron. But once again, you want to use it in combination with your enamel cookware. Another thing about drinking tap water and bathing in tap water. So it's really important to get water filters all over your house. And that should be the first level of remediation. A kitchen filter in the form of reverse osmosis and a shower filter. And so when you're bathing in tap water every day...
Okay, I have something for this too. So, sorry, honey. So if you don't have a shower filter and thinking about getting one, just get one because your skin's going to be a lot softer. Your hair's going to feel so much better. I mean, just from a beauty standpoint, a shower filter's worth it. And then there's all these benefits of heavy metals, clearing heavy metals on top of that. Shower filter, in my opinion, is totally worth it.
So we have over 32 scientific studies documented in our Juicing for Fat Loss program, and one of the studies we found is that when taking a 10-minute hot shower, you absorb up to 8 cups of toxic tap water, and there's all kinds of heavy metals in our tap water, primarily from aluminum, mercury, and lead found in our pipes and in our groundwater. So a lot of the pollution from industry, it all collects through groundwater and it recirculates back through our municipal water, and that's coming into your shower. So getting a good shower filter from Aquasana or Omica Organics, those are the 2 best shower filters you can get to remove the heavy metal stream out of your shower, because those shower filters from Aquasana and Omica have longer cartridges to collect over 90% of mercury, arsenic, and lead and remove it from your shower stream. And like Crystal said, when you start bathing in filtered water, shower or bath, your skin is going to get healthier, your hair is going to be healthier and softer, and you're just going to love it. I mean, we've been taking filtered showers for 10 years. We travel with our shower filter. When we go stay at hotels, we just take a wrench and install it because it's that important to us.
Yeah, we like it that much.
Yeah.
Celia also said, I have to come over this way, sorry. Celia also said that her skin quit itching when she got an shower filter and installed it. And Enzo's asking, can you get a filter that also attaches to your bath tap? Not quite.
It's not the same as shower filtration technologies because shower filtration technologies use 2 to 3 media, so it goes through multiple levels of filtration. The bath filters you have use just 1 layer of filtration media, and it's better than nothing. So definitely, if you like to take baths, get the 1-stage bath filter attachments, but they're not the same as shower filters. So drinking tap water, get a kitchen filter. Get a reverse osmosis system as soon as possible. Get a shower filter, and that right there is the most powerful way to remove heavy metals from your lifestyle. In addition to that, we're changing your personal skincare products. A lot of women are using toxic makeups, shampoos, conditioners, and body care, and you want to find these the best quality products you can find that have ethical and high integrity manufacturing practices. And so do your research, go to the ewg.org. They have an app called Skin Deep where they give you the top, body care product lines in the world. So you can check out Environmental Working Group or ewg.org. Check out their Skin Deep app, and they will show you the best organic, non-toxic skincare and body care products for you ladies out there. It's important you ladies feel beautiful and nurture your beauty, but make sure you're also using non-toxic body care products.
Okay, don't fool yourself. That's good for men too. Men's body products are just as toxic.
Absolutely.
So you go check out EWG too.
The final thing we want to mention about the common causes of heavy metal toxicity is amalgam fillings. If you currently have amalgam fillings, they call them silver fillings in dentistry, but that's a misnomer. They're actually made of mercury and silver and other heavy metal toxins. If you have amalgam fillings, it's essential that you get those replaced with a composite or a low fusion ceramic. And do that as soon as possible before you do any of the further information we share in this hangout. The reason that is because you want to remove the cause of toxicity, the amalgam, before you start to mobilize heavy metals out of your body. I'm going to say that again. If you have amalgams, remove the cause of those pollution and then start mobilizing the metals out. Now we found a beautiful...
So have your amalgams removed.
Have your amalgams removed. Now, the website you visit to do this is IAOMT.org. So this is the International Association of Holistic Dentists that do biological dentistry. So you can visit IAOMT.org. Crystal's posting it on the event wall now. And you can find a local holistic dentist in your area that's been specially trained to remove toxic amalgam fillings and put the right non-toxic composite, ceramic, or low fusion ceramic materials. The most advanced technology for replacing amalgams is called low fusion ceramic. I just learned this a few weeks ago from one of my mentors at Premier Research. And the low fusion ceramic technology has a Vickers hardness of 300, which is the same hardness as your tooth. Mercury amalgams has a Vickers hardness of 30. Your tooth is 10 times stronger. So as you're chewing with mercury amalgam fillings, it will eventually crack, and then you're releasing mercury gas with every bite. So one of my mentors said, don't worry, if you have mercury fillings, just don't chew, and you'll be fine. So we all got to eat and chew, so get your fillings replaced. Visit IAOMT.org, find a holistic dentist in your area, and visit your biological dentist to have those fillings replaced, and it's totally worth it. One of my other mentors, Dr. Teresa Dale, she won't even see her clients until they get the fillings replaced, because mercury is the second most toxic substance known to man, and it blocks so much healing in our immune system and in our gut. And so all healing begins in the gut and the immune system, and so getting the mercury out of your body by getting those fillings replaced is such a vital foundation for every other healthy lifestyle practice to work better. And so that's a little taste on a mercury amalgam fillings. We could do a whole hangout just on that. So let's move on.
Maybe we will one day.
Maybe we will.
Let us know if that's interesting to you. If you want to do a whole show on mercury amalgam fillings,
yes,
and how to remove them and what to do with them, let us know.
Yeah, and we can interview one of our best biological dentists here in Austin. So let's move on. Let's talk about
Got one yes.
Solutions to heavy metal cleansing, and the top 7 solutions. So we're going to remove this overlay and pull up another one.
All right. I get to do something.
So stand by. So the next section of our hangout is really going to go into our top 7 solutions and strategies. And then we're going to end with how to use living clay calcium bentonite. And so one of the key things I've learned from my mentors about heavy metal cleansing is strengthen your digestion. If you have weak digestion, you are not going to be able to mobilize heavy metals easily. So if you have weak caloric acid levels and strong bile flow in your body to actually mobilize heavy metals, which are fat soluble. And so you need powerful stomach acid, powerful liver bile flow, and powerful glutathione production in your liver to do that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when you hear that, then join the Juicing for Fat Loss program, because just adding juice, high sodium juices in the form of celery or beet, using healing salts, and using HCl products, all of that is building and reestablishing your digestive strength and health. Our bile salts are made from salt. Our HCl, hydrochloric acid, is made from chloride, which comes from salt, as well as healing salts in the form of Celtic sea salt and Himalayan pink salt. And the most important thing to have when you begin a heavy metal cleanse is strong digestive health and strong digestive fire. And so if you need to work on that for a little while, we encourage you to. We encourage you to build your digestive health and strengthen your digestion by adding juice, adding enzymes, adding HCl, consuming the right amount of healing salt and sodium chloride so your HCl levels rise. And how do you know if you have weak digestion? You're burping and bloating every meal. You have lots of gas with every meal.
Did you almost say the F word?
I almost said fart. You're farting a lot. Also, if you're constipated, if you're only eliminating once a day, that's also a sign of sluggish bowels, weak digestion. If you have lots of chronic skin issues, if you have problems gaining weight, losing weight, all those are signs of weak digestion. So we encourage you to strengthen your digestion first. Do some gentle juicing and supplementation, and then when you get that strong digestive flow again, that's when you begin your heavy metal cleanse. So important, so vital. So many other people skip this part. And they say, yeah, sure, do a heavy metal cleanse. You'll love it. And no, if you don't have strong digestion, you're going to experience more challenges. And so strengthening that digestion is key. So the next thing we want to talk about is calcium bentonite, chlorella, chlorophyll-rich vegetable. I'm going to point, see if I can. So taking powder, using essential oils, and stimulating your glutathione levels and glutathione production in the liver. So these are the top 7 ways to cleanse heavy metals. And all of these actually are a synergy when you begin to use them together. And so living clay is what we're going to share with at the end of the hangout. So we're going to save more information for that later. Taking chlorella and blue-green algae. Now, we brought 2 of our favorite forms of chlorella. This is one from Earth Circle Organics, and it's a chlorella powder. And this one is from Health Force, and this is a chlorella tablet called Chlorella Mana. So both of these companies are highly ethical, high levels of integrity. Everything is tested to be free of toxins. They're both certified organic or Truganic. So these are some of the highest quality chlorellas because they're clean, and they're grown in clean laboratory conditions. Chlorella has been documented since World War II to remove lead, mercury, and arsenic. And as a matter of fact, when the atom bombs landed on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, They did a research where they gave the patients 8 grams of chlorella every day. It increased their heavy metal toxicity by 5 times. So they gave the people at the bomb site, when the atom bombs dropped and created all of this radioactive and heavy metal pollution, the people who were taking 8 grams of chlorella a day increased their heavy metal detoxification by 5 times. And so they saw the lead and the mercury and the uranium and all the radioactive isotopes can significantly drop out of their bodies. And so we've known for over 50 years the power of chlorella to detoxify the body, and particularly remove mercury and lead, which are 2 of the most common heavy metals. So chlorella is one of those things that you can start taking even if you don't have strong digestion, because it's a food. So you can start by sprinkling a teaspoon of chlorella on your salads. You can sprinkle a teaspoon of chlorella powder in your guacamole, and it adds a delicious flavor to avocado. You can take the chlorella manna, as recommended on the bottle, and you can use this superfood just as a gentle preparation and detox. Once your digestion gets strong again, you can supercharge your body with a tablespoon of chlorella a day.
Okay.
And get more cleansing done.
A couple of things to know about chlorella. Wow, this one's even bigger, honey. All right. A couple of things to know about chlorella. Chlorella mana. Sheesh. Chlorella mana, these are the tablets. They're made by Health Force Nutritionals. You said that fast. A few people asked for clarification. Mm-hmm. Health Force Nutritionals. Now, these are really good. It's green, so it tastes green. It's one of the greenest things you can do. And they do, you take them and chew them. I like chewing them best. Be prepared that you will have green teeth and a green tongue for several minutes after you eat them.
Yeah.
My favorite way to eat chlorella is in the powder form. So the organic chlorella powder, this one comes from Earth Circle Organics. My favorite way to eat the powder is to make a big green salad, put some nice fresh carrots, fresh veggies in it, sprinkle chlorella powder on top. You ready? This is a recipe. Are you writing this down? Sprinkle chlorella on top, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, a little drizzle of olive oil, chipotle powder. Delicious.
Yeah.
It's really delicious. And yeah, you'll get a little bit of green, but that green goes away much faster than the green tablets.
Yeah. So sprinkling chlorella powder on your salad dressings, avocado, guacamole, it gives you that daily boost of chlorophyll and that gentle daily supportive heavy metal cleansing. And here's the thing about heavy metals is we can't live in a bubble. We're breathing car exhaust when we go outside in the city. We will encounter some heavy metals. So chlorella is one of our top superfoods to incorporate into your lifestyle just to keep you vital, vibrant, and young, and free of heavy metals. And all of these things we're sharing with you work synergistically. Number 4, juice chlorophyll-rich vegetables. So chlorophyll-rich vegetables are spinach, kale, dandelion, arugula, bok choy, butterleaf lettuce, romaine lettuce. I love romaine lettuce in our juice recipes because it's a very neutral flavor. Kale tends to have a more of a bitter and astringent flavor. So if you're new to juicing, start with bok choy, romaine, and spinach because they're much more lighter and they taste better in juice recipes. Work your way up to things like kale and dandelion and arugula because they're much more potent in their flavor. Yet all high in chlorophyll, and chlorophyll is anti-inflammatory. It delivers oxygen to the blood cells, and it's really important to saturate our body with chlorophyll to prepare for a cleanse or also to support a heavy metal cleanse. So if you're adding juicing to your heavy metal detox program, juice high chlorophyll foods with every recipe you juice. Number 4, take MSM powder and capsules. MSM is methanol sulfonyl and it's sulfur. It's organic sulfur. Now, when you're looking for MSM, you want to look for plant-derived MSM. There's very few companies making plant-derived MSM these days. One of them is Omega Organics, and another is Raw Power. Plant-derived is best because there's no toxicity at larger doses. All other MSM is made from petroleum, which it becomes toxic in the body long term. So avoid any other MSM that does not say plant-derived. Purchase only plant-derived MSM. Organic sulfur is the fourth most abundant mineral in the body. Sulfur comes from wild edibles like bee pollen, honey, dandelion, and blue-green algae. Most Americans are extremely deficient in MSM, and MSM supports fluidity and flexibility in our cell membranes. So when our cells are holding on to toxins like mercury and lead, a little extra MSM capsules or powders during a heavy metal cleanse increases fluidity and flexibility in your cell membranes and in your body as a whole. So MSM, when you do your research on MSM and heavy metal cleansing, you'll find that a lot of protocols use MSM to increase fluidity and flexibility. Now, MSM also makes your skin more beautiful. And that's one thing I love about MSM supplementation, is that adding a little bit of plant-derived MSM makes your hair, skin, and nails thicker, vibrant, and more beautiful. And that's just a nice bonus for you ladies out there, that MSM will create a glow about you.
Okay, I really like how he does this. It's a bonus for you ladies. Like you guys don't care about nice hair and skin. Come on.
Okay, so for you guys out there too, use MSM to enhance the detoxification pathways. Sulfur also stimulates glutathione production in the liver, and so if you're doing green juices with small amounts of MSM powder and capsules, you create a synergy to boost glutathione in the liver. The sixth thing we're going to talk about today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is using essential oils. Now, in the Juicing for Fat Loss program, we have special training on abdominal massage with essential oils. Essential oils are very, very powerful because they have the highest level of oxygenating molecules. So if you're taking lemon internally in your juices or applying essential oils over your liver and kidneys, those oils possess divine intelligence, and as the oxygenating quality of the oil comes in, they target toxins and push them and mobilize them out of your body. And later on, we'll be doing a lot more advanced training with essential oils and sharing with you specific essential oil protocols. For now, we're just going to keep it simple and say, learn about therapeutic grade essential oils, incorporate them into your lifestyle, because they are some of the most powerful tools to detoxify heavy metals because of their oxygenating quality. Oxygen in your breath, oxygen in your green juices. Remember, juice is mostly water, and it's full of highly organic, stable oxygen. So when you're drinking your green juices, you're flooding your body with hydrogen and oxygen. Oxygen is the transport system for toxins out of our cells. A lot of people become burdened and toxic because of deficiency or depletion in oxygen. So adding your juices and adding essential oils is flooding your body with oxygen to create a more effective transportation of toxins and wastes out of your cell. So the basic principle of essential oils is you're flooding your body with oxygen. So whether you're breathing them in, drinking them through your juices like lemon or orange, or applying them to your digestive system, you're powerfully oxygenating your organs to help cleanse heavy metals. The final thing we're going to talk about for the top 7 ways to cleanse heavy metals is milk thistle, stimulating your natural glutathione production with milk thistle essential oils and juicing. And so I'm choosing to know how scientific do I want to get into all of this.
Not much, because we want to have time to talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
So glutathione is a metabolic antioxidant naturally produced in the liver, and it is the most powerful antioxidant in your body. And so glutathione is so much naturally produced. Glutathione is so much more powerful than anything you consume. And there are herbs and minerals and essential oils and plants that naturally boost glutathione production in your liver. Now, why do we want to boost glutathione? Because when we have peak glutathione production, we cleanse with ease. So heavy metals, mercury, lead, and arsenic, require peak glutathione production to be able to mobilize and transport that metal out of the cell. And so you could be doing all the juices and all the chlorella and all the green powders in the world, but if your glutathione levels are low, you're going to experience struggle. If your glutathione levels are high, you're going to experience ease in heavy metal cleansing. So the way you support glutathione production is using herbs like milk thistle. Milk thistle naturally stimulates glutathione. essential oil of orange stimulates glutathione in the liver.
And you can you can add essential oil of orange or lemon to your juices, your water. We add it to some of our dishes when we cook, salad dressings. If you have a good therapeutic grade essential oil, our favorite is Young Living, then you can add it to your foods and drinks.
Yeah, so if you're choosing to do a deeper heavy metal cleanse and you're taking like a liver rescue or a milk thistle, high quality milk thistle, you're adding some lemon or orange to your juices and green smoothies, just those two things in themselves are going to boost glutathione and help your liver produce more glutathione and mobilize those heavy metals with ease. There's a lot of research done on glutathione that you can study about. You can read about how to boost it naturally. The two most powerful ways we know are essential oils and milk thistle, and also raw milk whey protein. Denatured whey protein powders are very powerful at stimulating glutathione. In addition to the oils and the herbs, juicing also stimulates glutathione production. So when you're feasting on your juices, particularly focusing on greens with some carrot or beet, that's also naturally stimulating glutathione production. Beetroot is very powerful liver support, liver cleanser. So juicing beets with some spinach and celery and kale, and balancing the beets with some greens, the beet also naturally stimulates glutathione in the liver and promotes bile flow in the liver, as well as heavy metal detoxification in the liver and in the blood. And so your liver is one of those key organs. It's kind of like the grand central station of heavy metal cleansing, because it is the organ that produces glutathione, which is mobilizing metals out of the cell. So any way you can support your liver through milk thistle, through essential oils, through juicing beet, all of that is really, really powerful at helping you mobilize metals. And once again, these are all just a buffet of options. You don't need to do all of these at one time. You want to add them slowly. Listen to your body, listen to your intuition, trust your body. Just add juice for the first month, then bring in some chlorella, and, explore using lemon and orange essential oil. Add these things slowly, add them step by step. You don't want to overwhelm your body with too much energy or vibrations. You want to be able to listen to your body, tune in to your body's innate intelligence, and follow your body's signals as you start using these products.
I'm back. Okay.
So those are the top 7 ways to detoxify heavy metals. We talked about strengthening your digestion, calcium bentonite, chlorella, juicing chlorophyll-rich vegetables, using essential oils, using MSM capsules and powders, and stimulating glutathione production in your liver through milk thistle, essential oils, and juicing.
And we had some really good comments while you were doing all that, so I'm just going to share a few of them. Sam says, I didn't really think about my skin or hair very much before I started cleansing. But now that I've started cleansing, they actually do look a lot better. So awesome. Way to go, Sam. And I'm glad that a man jumped in and said that after I made a big deal out of men like good hair and skin too. Okay.
Thank you, Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
Every man deserves to be handsome, just like everyone deserves to be beautiful. And one of the cool things about cultivating beauty and just inner radiance is that you start to feel better about yourself. And when you feel better about yourself, you're more confident and clear in your life. You make choices easier, and you take charge of your life. And so inner radiance and beauty is really about self-confidence, self-esteem, self-worth, and clarity of purpose and direction. And so there's lots of emotional and psychological benefits to becoming attractive again. And this is something we're going to be teaching later in our next program that we'll be launching in about a month. So now, are there any more questions or comments before we go on? Because this is the most exciting part of the Hangout, where I get to share with you our most powerful tool in heavy metal cleansing, living clay calcium bentonite.
All right, there's 10 bazillion. I mean, the conversation happening inside the Hangout today is really awesome. So, what? Look at how many comments are here.
Oh, good.
So, what do I do? No, okay. Deidre asked a really good question. She said, what about just using essential oil of orange or lemon on your skin, like in lotions? So there's a few things to know about that. One, I told her, is that orange and lemon are both photosensitive oils, so they do make your skin more sensitive to the sunlight. Another thing is you really have to look at what kind of lotions you're putting them in, because the lotions themselves could be toxic and cause problems. And then you have more to add?
Yeah, the citrus oils are the most purifying to the skin, so you want to avoid the sun when you're using them.
Oh, she makes her own. That's
and
cool.
so if you're going to use a little bit of like lemon and grapefruit is a great lemon, grapefruit, and lavender, or lemon, grapefruit, ylang ylang, and geranium. It's a great combination in your lotions and skin oils. Use them in the afternoon and evenings. We recommend sun every day, but just don't expose yourself to the sun with citrus oils on the skin, because it may cause splotching. The citrus oils are like photo lenses, and they act like they amplify sunlight into the skin. And so use those types of essential oils topically only in the late afternoon and evening, and then your body will absorb them, and you'll be fine the next day. So that's a more advanced question, and we will be teaching more about essential oils later.
Next time we're on.
Next time we're on.
Okay, but that's a little teaser.
Okay, so yeah, our next hangout is going to be more on essential oil.
So Lynn says, I'm teaching a class at a food co-op, and they don't want me to mention essential oils. That's okay, Lynn. There's 10 bazillion other things to talk about. Just leave the oils out and pick something else.
Yeah. Yeah, and start holding your private classes in essential oils, because in my clinical experience, after 14 years of serving 8,000 people, our essential oils are the most powerful tools to cleanse, heal, and rejuvenate our body at a cellular level, because of their oxygen, their life force, their frequencies, and their divine intelligence.
But don't teach at the co-op.
And don't teach at the co-op, but definitely get into essential oils, because if you're empowering wellness, balance, and well-being, these tools work. And
so Sam said he ran out of essential oil of lemon for about 5 days, and he could really feel the difference without it. So yeah. And then when he got it back, when his order came in, he got more in. He noticed the difference with it. So
yeah, way to go, Sam.
Yeah, I agree. Plus, it tastes great. Lemon oil is just really, really yummy. Okay, Artemis is so excited to show you guys living clay.
So this is calcium bentonite. This is called a detox clay powder from the Living Clay Company. They're actually based right here in Austin, Texas, our hometown, where we're broadcasting from. Broadcasting from Austin, Texas. Living Clay is also from here. And they own the mine in Death Valley, California, where they harvest a very pure, so pure you can eat it, form of living clay from Death Valley. And calcium bentonite and clay, to cleanse and detoxify the body, has a rich, rich history. There's over 5,000 years of documented evidence of using clay to heal the body. In modern times, Europe, there are over 800 research studies of clay to detoxify the body. And there's not a lot of research done in America, but if you go to Europe and you learn about the Moor muds and the Dead Sea muds and the special healing clays to cleanse and detoxify, it is so rich. This is not new information. We've been using clay for thousands of years. Calcium bentonite, from this particular form of calcium bentonite, which is montmorillonite clay.
From this particular source. You know, we'll tell you, like we did with the chlorella, you can get it from a couple different places, but this is a special clay. So we are particular about this brand.
And there are three ways you can use this clay to remove heavy metals, as well as just get clear, get more vibrant, more healthy, and more alive, because this clay has a broad spectrum healing property in the body. The first way you can use the clay is in liquid form. So we blended up 2 quarts of the clay today, and this is liquid living clay that you consume about 2 ounces in the morning by itself, followed with 20 ounces of pure water. So you just do 2 ounces in the morning every day. That's a gentle detox. And you can do this whether you have strong digestion or weak digestion. You can start with the clay right away as a gentle detox. Now, if you're going to do a more stronger protocol, we recommend you strengthen your digestion. But just to start with gentle work, 2 ounces a day. Another way you can use the clay is mud. And so this is clay mud that I've mixed up with essential oils, and you can see the oils are pooling there at the top. They're orange and yellow. So this is a living clay that I've mixed up in my blender. And I'm going to give you the recipe right now to make the mud. I want you to write this down. 1/2 cup of clay plus 2 tablespoons to 1.5 cups of water in your blender.
So 1.5 You put the water in first.
You put the water in first.
1.5 cups of water. Then.
And then you turn the blender on and you get it spinning.
With just water?
Yes, with just water.
Just checking.
And then you pour the 1/2 cup of clay in the blender.
1/2 cup of
followed
clay.
by 2, maybe 3 or 4 tablespoons. You want to do a heaping 1/2 cup. So you want to have a little bit more than a 1/2 cup. And then you blend that up for 20 seconds, and then you find a 16-ounce jar, and you have the perfect measurement for your clay mud. And the mud...
And you guys noticed, I'm just going to show you this again, that it's nice, thick. You can use this as a facial mask, a body mask. See, it's not going to pour out of the jar. It's nice and thick. This is cool stuff. It's fun to play with. Yeah. You can add essential oil of lavender too, which I really like.
The third way to use your clay is a hydrotherapy bath. So the hydrotherapy bath, you're going to need a large container, either a 64-ounce or 1-gallon container of the clay, Detox clay powder. And the bath is heavenly. When you're doing a clay bath, you're submerging your whole body in Mother Earth in a highly charged, negatively charged liquid environment that's drawing out the toxins and impurities through your skin. I'm going to explain that later. So when you're doing your clay bath, it's the third it's a third way and highly effective in detoxing heavy metals. So you can drink living clay, you can do clay mud packs on certain areas of your body.
So you can, you can use it as a face mask. What do you call those things? I use them all the time. You can use it as a face mask. You can, like if you have scars, you can pack scars.
If you have trauma sites, if you've had surgery anywhere in your body, we recommend you pack that with mud. And then you can also do a bath. So these are the 3 basic ways you can use calcium bentonite. Now,
hang on. When you're doing a mask or a pack, usually leave it on for, if it's a mask, about 10 to 15 minutes. If it's a pack, 20 minutes. Like if it's on your body, 20 minutes. If it's on your more delicate skin, 10 to 15.
Now, why are we going into living clay? Why are we sharing so much about this, the substance with you and how to use it? Because it works. We have used all of these therapies. We have experienced amazing health benefits drinking it, packing our bodies with mud and washing it off, and bathing in it in the hydrotherapy baths. Every time I use the clay, I feel energized, I feel clear, I feel vibrant. And so these therapies are wonderful therapies, not only for cleansing and detox, but also just as a form of self-care to support your skin, which is your largest organ of elimination. Calcium bentonite is highly negatively charged. When you mix it into a liquid solution or a mud, you have negatively charged ions from the clay that act like a magnet. And so what they're doing is the negatively charged calcium bentonite ions are magnetizing heavy metals which are positively charged. And so when we drink the clay, it's cleaning out our intestinal tract. When we apply the clay topically, it's pulling toxins out of our skin magnetically because the negatively charged clay ions bind to positively charged heavy metal ions as well as viruses, bacteria, and parasites, and it pulls it out. And so it leaves either through normal bowel movements. If you're drinking it, the clay moves through the body and leaves through the bowels. If you're using the mud packs for the clay baths, this is one of the really, really powerful tools because not all toxins eliminate through your digestive system. Your skin needs to be addressed too, and this is where a lot of practitioners, they don't understand this and they don't teach this in their programs. Using the mud packs is so, so powerful to boost every other cleanse protocol.
The clay baths are too. I mean, taking a clay bath, especially when you're doing a cleanse, if you're having a day where you're feeling just groggy, thick, sluggish, go take a clay bath. You will either feel better immediately after your bath, or you'll take a nap after your bath and feel better immediately after that. Either way, it's a total blessing.
And some of the research in Europe, they've discovered that one clay pack can remove up to 50% of the toxins stored in the skin, the tendons, the ligaments, and the fat. And keep in mind, there are a lot of areas of your body that don't receive blood or lymphatic flow, and therefore it's only topical detox therapies that's going to remove toxins from those areas. So if you have knee problems, elbow, spinal problems, use the clay packs to pull toxins out of those areas that get very little blood flow, And now you're doing a whole body detox. So why am I teaching you this? Why am I sharing this information with you today?
Why?
Because if you're doing things only through liquids and herbs, you're only addressing a certain part of your body. You're not addressing the whole body.
You want the whole picture. Picture pretty body.
Work with the mud and work with the clay baths, the hydrotherapy healing baths, and now you're addressing the entire skin as an eliminative organ. You're addressing the lymphatic system through the skin. You're addressing tendons and ligaments. You're able to address whole body healing and detoxification. And that's where we start to see really powerful therapeutic responses, particularly in heavy metal cleansing.
Here's a good question. Would the liquid clay work in an enema?
Yes, you can use it in enemas, although drinking it internally is more effective. Drinking 2 ounces a day or 2 ounces twice a day.
We're talking the liquid clay. Don't try to use the mask in an enema. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, for enemas, for advanced detoxification through enemas, we recommend using wheatgrass juice, liquid chlorophyll, essential oil of lemon, things like that.
The recipe again for making the liquid.
Oh, thank you. So you do 2 quarts of water in your blender. This is a 2-quart glass jar. 2 quarts of water. Turn the blender on so that the blender is spinning the water. Add 9 tablespoons of clay for 20 to 30 seconds, and then pour in a 2-quart jar. Take the clay for about a 21-day cycle, and then rest, and then go back on again for 21 days, and then rest, and then go back on again for 21 days and rest. And that's a good general, gentle detox. And so the liquid clay is where most people start using calcium bentonite for heavy metal cleansing. In addition to the liquid clay.
How long did you say to rest?
About 2 weeks.
So rest for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
When he's talking about on, off, on.
21 days on, 2 weeks off. 21 days on, 2 weeks off. And then when you work with the mud, the best place to use the mud first is your hands and your feet. So you want to pack your hands and feet twice, and then you want to start working different organs that you know may be having some blockages or challenges. And so you may pack your liver, your spleen, your kidneys, your neck, your thyroid. Here's another thing I didn't mention at the beginning that I should have. Heavy metals bioaccumulate in your pancreas and thyroid. So for those of you advanced practitioners watching, a lot of people who are experiencing pancreatic and thyroid issues, it's rooted in heavy metals because they bioaccumulate in the pancreas and thyroid. So use the mud, pack your neck, pack your solar plexus, pack the whole left side of your body and the whole right side of your body, and now your whole body detoxing. You're pulling heavy metals out of the pancreas and the thyroid organs topically and locally instead of just internally.
Okay, clearly we're going to have to do a whole hangout on clay because you're giving people so much information, and I know you're trying to share everything. They're like, will you slow down? I got it. How many? What's the thing? How do I do that? Lolly and mix what and who and how many?
So to review, there's 3 ways you can use calcium bentonite for heavy metal cleansing.
Slow down.
You can drink it.
Okay.
You can put mud packs on your body, and you can do it hydrotherapy healing baths. We recommend you explore all 3 step by step, starting with drinking, then mud packing, and then bathing. And then if you want to bathe in it, it's important that you buy a large container because you're going to use 2 cups in your bath. Now keep in mind, all the instructions for drinking, mud packing, and bathing are actually on the bottle. So you can learn how to mix it on the bottles when you buy living clay. To make the living clay liquid, you're going to use 2 quarts of water, 9 tablespoons of clay, blend on high, store in glass.
And there are instructions on your container when you get it.
Yes. To make the clay mud, 1/2 cup of clay plus 2 to 3 tablespoons and 1.5 cups of water, blend on high, store in a jar. Use this periodically. To do your clay bath, you want to draw your bath through your shower filter, or if you have a whole house filter, that's even better. So draw a filtered bath. Make sure the bath is hot. Go downstairs. In a quart of water, blend 1 to 2 cups of clay, 1 cup for gentle, 2 cups for more therapeutic. In your 1-quart blender, pour it in your bath, soak, soothe, cleanse, and relax. Crystal has done several clay baths. How are they?
Oh, I like them so much. They're
they're
so
heavenly.
relaxing.
Yeah, and if you've had a really stressful week, or if you're doing a juicing program or a juice cleanse, the clay bath is heavenly. It really smooths out the kinks of a cleansing program. It's helping work with your largest organ of elimination, which is your skin, and you can remove so many toxins out of your skin and lymphatic system and your fat in just one mud pack or one bath. And so this is the secret scrolls, like what we're teaching you right now. Most practitioners don't teach, they don't share how to use clay, and it's so vital for whole body cleansing. Learn to use the mud, learn to use hydrotherapy for whole body detoxification, and you will see greater results in your own health as well as the health and well-being of others.
And Lynn says, can you use the clay for oral care? Yes, you can.
Yes.
I do. I actually brush my teeth with it.
Yeah, it's a wonderful toothpaste, although the taste is very earthy.
I like it.
Yeah,
of course, I like earth.
Yeah, so you can brush your teeth with it. You can pack your gums and teeth after you've had mercury amalgam fillings. You can brush your teeth with the clay, and it will help draw more of the residual heavy metal residues that may be trapped in the gums.
Oh my goodness, we have left all of 4 minutes for you to ask questions.
No, we'll go a little bit longer today. How about we go a little bit longer?
So if you have any questions, make sure. I mean, you guys have been asking them all along, which is great. But if you've been waiting to ask any specific questions, go ahead and pop them into the chat box so we can get them answered. Okay, go ahead.
What's our questions?
What about using the clay for toothpaste with amalgam fillings?
Deetra, that's a great question. You can just start gently brushing your teeth with the clay if you have amalgams. It does have a minor benefit. The most beneficial thing you can do is go to the website we mentioned earlier in the Hangout, find a holistic dentist, and have your amalgams replaced. And look to the best biological dentist you can find, and trust your dentist in how you get that done, because they're professionally trained in doing that. That's why we give you the resource, IAOMT.org. So definitely get those replaced as soon as you can. In the meantime, you're welcome to brush your teeth with the clay. It will have some benefit.
Yes, she says money. It is an investment to have them taken out.
Yes, it is an investment, and it's a worthwhile investment for your longevity. One of the things I left out in the beginning is that 1 out of 3 Americans are going to be diagnosed with Alzheimer's over the age of 60. The Centers for Disease Control released a study in the late 1990s, in 1996, where they estimated 1 out of 4 people will literally have dementia and will be certified crazy by 2020.
Certified crazy.
Certified crazy, and so.
Or heavy metals making you crazy.
And now we're connecting Alzheimer's to aluminum toxicity.
Enzo says, I'm already there.
Yeah, Enzo. Some of us are already crazy.
Teacher said it at the same time. She said, some people think I'm already certified.
Certified crazy.
That's funny.
So it's really important to get the metals out of your body and stay clean. Get a shower filter, get a kitchen filter, start working with chlorella and some clays, and you will prevent dementia and Alzheimer's. You know, these conditions that our elderly are getting are totally preventable if you act now. This information we're sharing with you today are seeds. We're just planting seeds in your mind, and we're giving you lots of understandings and awareness so that you can start acting on it. A year or 2 from now, you will be very secure, and you can be completely cleared of heavy metals, toxins, and really prepared to support the longevity and well-being of your life. And so we encourage you to avoid Alzheimer's and dementia. Start cleansing heavy metals now, because heavy metals create confusion, brain fog, and memory loss. And there's lots of opportunities to take actions now.
So this is a really good question from Celia. Is there a way to know if there's residual mercury under your newer composites? The first thing to do is make sure you have a really good dentist. Go to the Mercury-Free Dentistry website and interview people. Make sure you are working with someone who can really remove everything. It's very important.
And there is also lab work you can do through hair analysis and urinalysis, because our body is naturally designed to cleanse, and we cleanse heavy metals through our urine and through our sweat. And so you can get some lab work done and test for heavy metal residues that will show up in certain types of lab work like urinalysis and hair analysis. And so if mercury is still showing up, you have some work to do. And you can apply many of the protocols and therapies we shared with you today.
Christy on the event page asks, how do I know what level my body is? Probably meaning, how do I know if I have, is there a test to measure for heavy metals? Now you kind of just answered that, but she's on the event page, so there's a little delay.
Yes.
So
Christy, the same answer. You can get some lab work done through a local naturopathic physician, so you can consult a local naturopathic doctor who has can send your body, your hair or your urine off to get tested for heavy metals, and you can see if there is a toxic load in your body through certain lab tests that are done by your local physician.
Okay, and then Enzo brings up another really good point. I assume coloring your hair is a bad idea?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's just say it this way. In most cases, absolutely yes. Now, there are some, like henna. Henna is a natural product.
Herbal-based.
It's all herbs, and so there are ways to color your hair clean and clear. But it's a little henna is a little bit challenging to work with, and it's not something that any of the salons use. Mm-hmm. There might be one or two here or there that work with it.
So when you're coloring your hair, use non-toxic hair coloring that's plant-based, and it will say so on the box. It will say non-toxic herbal-based hair coloring.
Well, the thing is, they can't really say non-toxic unless it's all henna.
Yeah.
But go to EWG, the environmentalworkinggroup.org. If you're going to buy a color in the store and apply it yourself, there's actually less toxic options that way than going to a salon. Most of the salons have super highly toxic color.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Enzo, the most common source of heavy metal pollution is in the soft drinks we're drinking, the pots we're cooking with, the aluminum chlorohydrate deodorants. Putting deodorant on for 10 years floods our body with aluminum.
10 years. Some people start at 10 years old.
And we also have the foods we eat, the liquids we drink, what we're bathing in, like tap water is loaded with certain heavy metal toxins. And so just getting your water clean, getting your food clean, and then doing some ritual cleansing periodically is how you get clear. And so keep in mind, Chris and I have done lots of these protocols over the past 10 years. And every time we've done it, we feel the benefits of either juicing or juice cleansing or heavy metal cleansing. And so it's a step-by-step process.
What do you use for deodorant?
I actually use Young Living brand deodorant made with completely organic essential oils, herbs, and beeswax.
So Young Living is an essential oil company. We do, honestly, I don't use deodorant very often, but when I do, I use that one. Mm-hmm. Or, well, that's mostly what I use. Celia says she uses a product from Living Libations. That's another really good company.
Yeah, Living Libations makes excellent non-toxic skincare and deodorants. So that would be another really good source. I love Young Living just because it's a one-stop shop for me for non-toxic body care products, and I get a lot of our skincare products from Young Living, including deodorant.
Okay, so I dropped my notes, so I have to go pick them up. This is going to look really fun. Oh, he did it. Yay, you're so
Here
sweet.
I am. I'm back.
I'm like, this is going to look really fun. My head's going to pop off.
So we're really excited to have all of you watching today, all of you on the event, inside the Hangout. Thank you for sharing your comments. Keep them coming. All of you who posted on the event page, thank you. Thank you for joining us. We're excited to have you here. Stay tuned. In a couple weeks, I think about 3 weeks, our next Hangout is going to be...
Okay, it's going to be on July 12th. So mark your calendars right now for July 12th. And our next Hangout is Everyday Essential Oils
for fat loss, cleansing, and beautiful skin.
So we're going to get into the oils next time.
Yeah. And
do keep in mind, we love Young Living, so we're going to be talking about Young Living brand.
Yeah.
And I know Sam's excited about that one.
Yeah.
And also, since we do these hangouts, and I'm really grateful you guys enjoy coming. Give us if you have questions or topics you'd like to hear about.
Type them in the event wall right now. We'd like to know what you're interested in learning and exploring. Is it weight loss strategies? Is it tapping for weight loss? Is it
essential oils? Is it clay?
Is it more clay? Just give us some feedback on what you choose to learn and discover. We are a wealth of knowledge and experience that we can share some of these strategies with you. The mission and purpose of Juicing for Fat Loss is to inspire and educate you to achieve dynamic health through whole foods and juicing. And you can build the body you love and have the lifestyle you love through these strategies that we're teaching you. And this stuff works when you work it. So we encourage you to just add juice, get juicing, get our free report, and start receiving the benefits of all of this information.
Awesome, and thank you so much for being here. If you're inside the hangout, the live hangout right now, you can stay. We're going to have a little chat in the green room. That's the benefit of being live inside the hangout. And for everyone else, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next time. Mark your calendar, July 12th.
See you next time.